67.
Up through 66, the engine compartment could only accept the small block 289. In 67, there was a major redesign, and the engineers reworked the motor compartment to accept the Ford big block. The top engine at that time was a 390.
The 390 engine had another attribute. It was the same size as the police Interceptor 428. This fact was immediately apparent to Shelby's engineers. Shelby was already intimately familiar with this series of Ford motors, having used the similar-sized 427 in the Daytona Cobras and the Le Mans cars. When Ford squeezed it into the Mustang, it opened a floodgate of performance for the Shelby Mustang.
The engine's a 428 Police Interceptor rated at 355 horsepower. Truly, that was rating for insurance reasons and to keep the horsepower down at that time. I believe it's pushing about 400, 410 would be more realistic.
Two Holley 600 CFM 4-barrel carburetors on an aluminum intake manifold, cast iron factory headers, and a 12.5-to-1 compression ratio completed this engine, which was in reality a slightly detuned racing motor.
Just a little bit of torque in this.
This engine in the all-new 67 Mustang deserved a new name, so Shelby christened it the GT500. There was no mistaking it for any other car on the street. The GT500 for 67 sported some new fiberglass vents and a pair of large driving lights in the middle of the grille. At the rear, there was an all-new spoiler and new taillights. One of America's foremost authorities on the value of collector cars, particularly Mustangs, is Tom Frazier.
The car is, to me, the favorite of the American muscle cars. Wood steering wheel on the car, massive power. They underrated them at 355 horsepower, and I just personally think that the 67 GT500 is a fabulous car.